Namaste, brothers and sisters. This is Jen, and I have been guided by Spirit to make this video just to share some very, very exciting inspiration that I'm feeling at the moment. And basically, I want to send out a message to all genuine twin souls that are on this path, that have sat at the feet of Mother, Father, God, and made this promise and made this soul contract to have a fully, profoundly successful, triumphant, physicalized, earthly, all-plane union with each other in this lifetime. Calling all of us, the 144,000 original starseeds, Lyran founder race starseeds, all of us who have incarnated specifically with the mission of awakening and anchoring the divine union template and restoring this electromagnetic grid into the state of perfected equilibrium, vibrational equilibrium, which was basically our galactic mission that was put out by Mother, Father, God, and we all heard the call and have come forth to assist in this process and this rebalancing of Gaia into her state of perfected equilibrium, bearing in mind and reminding us all that this is intricately connected to the successful reunification of all the 144,000 starseed twin souls. Because as each twin flame pair or unit of energy comes into union, then both of the twins actualize within their vibrational field, vibrational equilibrium within their own masculine and feminine energetic bodies. And so even if that hasn't perfected on the time of their physical union, and oftentimes even in the etheric plane, this is applicable, but they balance each other out. And so when the twin units reunite, they are each standing as individualized, perfected vibrational, in perfected vibrational equilibrium with their own masculine and feminine energy. And so also then their union, the third body, the union, that will also literally hold the tone of perfected equilibrium, vibrational equilibrium. And so as each individual unit stands as that trinity of each individual twin and the actual union, the third body of the union, all aligned with the energies of equilibrium, then this sends out signals and tones into the field of Gaia, which is like the most intense medicine. It's like acupuncture. It's like the most extraordinary, higher dimensional acupuncture for the earth to receive these unions. So this is a mission. This is not about like a romantic thing, even though there's romance and fairy tales and all of the good things thrown in. That it's much, much bigger than that. It's about bringing forth medicine for Gaia. And it was decreed by all of us because we're all part of the founder creator race, and that is that there is this divine and sacred balance of masculine and feminine energy. And so as we know, and may we all be reminded that it is this which has been targeted in the last 2,000 years, or maybe even 26,000 years, particularly since the fall of Atlantis. It's not 2,000 years, it's way before that. It's at the time of the fall of Atlantis when this energy distortion was allowed to infiltrate Earth's atmosphere, and what was targeted was the union of the masculine and feminine. And so, and this is being played out. And so all of us that are awakening and remembering our true galactic mission, it is actually to anchor these sacred unions, because to get to the place to actually have manifested your divine counterpart, you have to have done so much deep work on yourself, on your shadow, and you must have reached extremely high levels of self-love and self-realization. And so you and your divine counterpart are standing as those very, very highly illuminated beacons in your third energy of your sacred union. Like that is the medicine. That is the medicine, like to restore the earth plane back to her original pristine blueprint or template. So just reminding everyone that it is way beyond this sort of like romantic ideas, because the ego gets lost in the sort of like I don't know, like I guess you could say the romantic distraction of the twin soul path. And that's fair enough. Like, you know, we're only human, we're all doing our best. But it's really important to remember it's actually like a massive galactic mission. And it is pretty much the sole reason many of us have incarnated at this time, is to be in and actualize these unions. So anyway, bearing in mind that, like, let's have that in the forefront of our consciousness. And then with that, we can just basically stop giving ourselves a hard time. If you haven't come into physical union with your twin soul, but you know you are one of the 144,000 starseeds that have returned to successfully and triumphantly complete this mission, but you are not in physical union with your twin soul, then there is a very, very strong chance that you've been, entering into times in your day and in your life of really going into doubt about whether it is going to come into the physical union. And also there's been a lot of pain body activations have been being triggered in these last few months. And a lot of it is to do with abandonment, and it's to do with, these last residues of clearing kind of like traumatic memory imprints of separation. So the message that really, really wants to come through from the Higher Self Twin Soul Collective is that why don't we all go for a brand new radical approach and start being grateful and start getting excited and start being in celebration that these unions have actualized on the fifth dimension. We have awoken. We do remember there is no such thing as time. The unions, like when you are truly awakening to your higher dimensional union, you know that time doesn't exist. But, we're in these physically earthly vessels, and if your twin soul is asleep and in a karmic relationship and it's not looking like, anything's happening from that department, it's understandable that that there is going to be moments of doubt. But the purpose of this video is an invitation for all of us to just drop the doubt. And I will be focusing on that actually in the Solstice transmission and bringing this energy into the ceremony, because doubt is actually hindering our process. And it's like, we all have these sort of like, you shoot out a laser beam of manifestation and you align with the energies of that manifestation, but then as soon as the energy of doubt comes in, it clips that laser beam, and it creates a sort of disruption in the flow. And that's fine. It's just, everyone just needs to know that it's just simply a choice. So this is an invitation to all of us to choose faith and to choose not feeding the doubt. So anyway, that's my message, and also just want to let everyone know that the energies are really building for the solstice, and I'm so honoured to be gathering with all of you for the solstice transmission. And also I'm actually really excited that it's going to be not taking place in the Event Is Happening group, and we're going to be going back to the old original ways of doing it in different groups, in secret groups, so that we can really, really deeply contain the energy of the transmissions without... it's been a wonderful experience doing it in the Event Is Happening, and I definitely will do more transmissions there, but it just feels really, really right. So of just creating that container of very, very concentrated energy of people that are very, very committed to this work, this earth service, and also, I'm very privileged to meet people that do the transmissions, and they feed back to me. Like this beautiful sister yesterday, she was like really crying. She was like, Jen, you have no idea the effect that they have on us. She said, like, we did all the work about, restoring all the species that were getting lost, and we times it by like 1 million or something. And then she had this experience, and so now that channel and that channel has been opened up within her, and so because it's open, she's constantly like filling it and feeding it and replenishing it, that timeline of where all these beautiful animals come out of extinction and come out of the higher dimensional realms into the new earth. So it's like she was just saying, the transmissions stay with you forever. And that's the feedback I get from everyone. Like they're so the language of the soul, the language of the divine. So I'm really, really excited to welcome the core crew back into the group, the secret group. So for everybody that signs up to do the transmissions, you have to read the PDF, and you have to add yourself to the secret group, because it's not going to be in the Event Is Happening. So yeah, that's my message. Is there anything else? I'm going to be releasing information about the Mount Shasta retreat on Saturday, because I'll speak to Stuart Springs on Saturday. and also, so that pretty much it's pretty much sold out, the Mount Shasta retreat, but there are a few places left for the 1-day workshop. So if anybody is interested in coming to join me in Mount Shasta, it's going to be around mid-October. Please email me and I will put you on the pre-book list and send you out all the information to book onto this amazingly exciting thing, because I'm coming to California, brothers and sisters. I am coming to Mount Shasta. It's so amazing. And the retreat is going to be run at Stewart Springs. It's so auspicious. Like, all the retreat centres, they were like, no, we can't have you. No, we can't have you. Stewart Springs was like, yes, we can have you. And then it turns out that Stewart Springs is the only place in the world where there's white and red spring water, exactly like Glastonbury. And so there's big, massive work going on here, and it's to do with the waters. And I feel like I'm being initiated by my soul brother Sunbird, who is a water bearer who's passed over into spirit, and he's really wanting me to get on board with this, like the cleansing of the waters, which I am anyway, but like actually doing it as in a ceremonial master of ceremonies way. So I really feel that this work is connected to the Mount Shasta and to the Avalon, and somehow we're going to be linking up powerful ley lines and powerful heart song lines between these two sacred sites. So I can't wait to be with you all, brothers and sisters. And talking about sacred sites, there's also amazing Sisterhood of the Sisterhood of the Rainbow Rose initiation ceremony, which is going to be a 2-day non-residential retreat in Glastonbury in the Goddess House. Beautiful. I'm going to actually make a video of the Goddess House. It is stunning. It is absolutely stunning, and it is opposite Glastonbury Abbey, and it's next door to the Mary Magdalene Chapel, and it's so absolutely beautiful. And this is where we're going to be facilitating. There's going to be 12 places available for this initiation ceremony. We're going to be doing a lot of work with the Magdalene Chapel, and a lot of work with really deeply empowering our sovereignty, and and going to be doing a lot of work with reclaiming our crowns, and working with the activation of our multidimensional DNA, which is what the rainbow rose is associated with. It's associated with our multidimensional galactic DNA. So really looking forward to do this next level ascension work in Avalon, taking everything to the next level. And again, if you're interested in receiving more information, please email me. I will put my links, the link to email me at the end of this video. So, brothers and sisters, thank you so much. I think that's my message from now. I hope you all take inspiration from the words that were shared, that it's time for us to just put doubt down. We're going into the solstice now. We're getting so closer to the Samvartika, Kali Yuga. It's like God is nearly writing, we're nearly at the full stop on the Kali Yuga and the Golden Ages. It's being written, the first few lines of the Golden Age, we are writing them right now. And that is exactly what the transmissions are. They are the writing of the Golden Age. So please come forward, brothers and sisters. Let's come together, bring together our beautiful tribes. And I send you so much love and infinite light. Many blessings.